Welcome to Bluegrass Home and Garden TV. Bluegrass Home and Garden TV is brought to you by Jimmy Nash Homes, Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Springhouse Gardens, Back Construction, and by Dinger's Hearth Patio and Grill. Join us now for Bluegrass Home and Garden TV with Amber Canoy.
We have hop, skipped, and jumped over across the way to another job site with Rob Valley. We're making you work today.
Yes.
Well, last show we saw the exterior of the home that you all redid in Chevy Chase, and earlier today we saw the interior, but now we're actually at a job that's still in the works.
Yes.
And actually last show, Comfort Man was here,
yes,
showing us about what they did, because you all have done some addition and everything and made reference to the house's age, and he wasn't for sure, somewhere between 100 and 200?
It's a little over 220 to be exact.
Wow. So the reference to the tree trunks in the floor, which is actually in this room, right?
That is correct. The original floor joists for the system were actually trees.
Wow.
Cut them off, tree trunks, lay them on their side, shave off the top to give you a level area to put the flooring material on. The original structure was built somewhere around 1774.
Wow.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit of a rundown. I've got some pictures here, and you know, we can't see too much of what's going on here yet. We can tell that the floor is different, you know, because there's no real flooring here yet, just subfloor. But with going into some of the other rooms, I mean, it's all real dark and everything,
yes,
and just for me to walk in to get into here, everything's so much brighter.
Right. Basically, you have these three rooms that consist of the original footprint of the house, and then in subsequent years after that, there were several additions added on in the back. What we did was remove those existing additions and then added a new story-and-a-half addition. So these front three rooms, the room we're in right here is going to be the formal living room. Behind you is going to be the formal dining room, and then this room over to the left of us is going to be a guest room with a guest bathroom and a closet.
Now, are you replacing any of the windows?
Yes, you can see we've actually already replaced the windows. It's an all masonry structure. You can see next to the door where we're installing the new door how the plaster system goes over the stone, which is actually the stone which is the exterior veneer of the home. So you can see we've installed some new historically correct windows in the openings.
And unfortunately, Rob, that's all the time we have today. We made you drive out here for just that little amount of time.
Well, we can come back.
We can come back and see how the progress is going, but there's a lot to tell from these pictures.
Yes.
And some of it actually kind of a little scary.
Yes.
All right, well, if people have questions for you, Rob, how can they get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of us by calling the office at 859-225-2225, or they can always check us out on the internet at www.backconstruction.com.